How's everyone doing? I thought I'd make a video on update what's going on with my channel. I see a lot of you have subscribed, and a lot of people have watched my Forza videos. And I felt like you should deserve an explanation as to what's been going on. I get a lot of questions on there, and I do appreciate everyone commenting and watching. I'm humbled at all the people that watch. I wasn't expecting all that. But I do get questions on here when I'm going to stream again and what's going on. And it's been a while, and I felt like I just should say what's really happening here with my channel. You know, I got into video games last year again. It was cold winter. It was early cold winter, and I got Forza, and I started playing and just saw the idea. I kept seeing it in other people's chats and channels. Why doesn't anybody do a Goliath 50? And so I did it. And YouTube only allows a 12-hour upstream of live video. So I had to modify the peel. I did one lap in a stock peel, and it wasn't going to do the 13 hour. It was going to be about 13 hours. So I went ahead and I stocked it all the way up and modified it all the way up from stock. And I got that. And trying to correct a peel once it gets out of line to get it back on track is kind of difficult, and it can take you a little bit. So that's just too much. I just wanted to kind of, I was working 10-hour shifts. I was gone 12 hours a day. It was a cold day. I just wanted to kind of mindlessly just do nothing. And, I wasn't expecting as many people to show up, and I was definitely not expecting as many people to watch it and subscribe. And I do appreciate that. I thank you very much for that. But what happened was my dad got sick. Down in Florida, and terminally. And I was going to go see him at the end of February of this year. And I got a call at work. We did his last rites on my job during my break. And he died on February 5th. So I went to his funeral, and I was kind of distraught. And as a way of coping, I just bought a bunch of guitar equipment. And I got my Les Paul and just started buying pedals. I wanted to make my Les Paul sound. I was kind of wanting my sorrow. I wanted to get my sorrow out in tone. And I never worked a lot with pedals much, and so I racked up on my credit cards, and it's better than other things, I guess, and just continued to improve on my tone. Got a Marshall, and I wanted to record. I just wanted to kind of isolate. Work had given me some time off, and then my health started going downhill. I had a high blood pressure. I was working in collections for a very busy place, and I was doing a lot of work, and it just started bothering me, the work that I was doing. The blood pressure, my dad, I tried going back to work. They gave me a lot of time off. They're really good about it, with pay. And when I got back to work, I'm sitting in the same desk, the same place I got the call the first day. And, I just kind of, I just couldn't deal with it, basically. So I just kind of isolated. I didn't really play any more games or anything. I just played my guitar a lot. And then I went through, like I said, a series of health problems. My blood pressure went through the roof. I got low blood pressure, and I had to go through a lot of testing, just different things. And I moved. I got out of where I was living, and just tried a fresh new start. And I got back in the swing of things. I got another job. I was working, and working again, long hours, 16 hours a day. But it was driving, so it's something I like. And where I moved to, it's out in the middle of nowhere, so I could play my guitar. And then over the last weekend of August, my lung collapsed, my right lung, and it was 100% collapse. And I didn't know what was going on. I thought maybe I had pneumonia. I've had it a couple times, and it was over Labor Day weekend. I tried to go to the hospital. It was just packed full of people. And I don't know what people do on their day off or over the holidays, that they have to go to the emergency room. But it was standing room only, and I thought, well, I was off over the weekend. I had to go back to work Tuesday. If it wasn't good, I'll just go, I'll go to the hospital. And that's what happened. I woke up Tuesday, and I didn't feel good, and I stopped at the hospital. They did an x-ray, and immediately, you got a 100% collapsed lung. Opened me up with a chest tube. I was transported to another hospital where I did have to stay a long time with some surgery, the whole month of September, pretty much. And I was able to upload some things finally, because I where I moved to, I don't have internet. They want Comcast is the only one that supports internet here. They want $70 a month to install a $30 a month line. It's only 50 megs. I had 500 megs before when I was streaming, and I tethered through my phone. They only give me 20 gigs, so I was able to upload some things at the hospital. But I never knew a collapsed lung was quite that serious. You think collapsed lung, blow it back up, you're good to go. That's not how it works at all. It takes a long time. You've got a lot of air inside your lung. There's a leak, and something's going on. Something's ruptured your lung. It doesn't heal as quickly as people think because you're using your lung continuously. So you're opening that wound back up every breath you take in. It's tearing again. So your lung fills up with a lot of air and fluid, and it's extremely painful. They sutured my lung back to the chest wall, but it tore off quite a few times. I collapsed once when I was in the hospital. I was overdoing it. Got up and walked a long time, and sat back down and twisted, and it tore it off the wall again. It collapsed. So I had to bring it back up, which wasn't a problem. They just shoot some oxygen down there with an oxygen tube, tell you to take a suck on that oxygen, and it pops it back out. But they've got it chemically burned to the wall, and so I got out at the end of September. My doctor, she followed up and did some tests, and looks like I have some kind of blockage in my right lung. And I tried to go back to work, and I couldn't do it. I was ready to just get back to work. I'd been in a hospital for a long time, laying in a bed, and just wanted to get back out, and wasn't able to do so, unfortunately. They gave me, I needed car insurance money, to pay my car insurance for the beginning of October, and they just gave me the money and said, "Man, go home, just rest." They could see that I've lost a lot of weight. I'm not getting the oxygen I need with the lung not working. So I'm going to go to a specialist and have the lung looked at and find out what the blockage is. It could be a tear, it could be a tumor. It's not lung cancer. That would have showed up on the x-ray. Could be some kind of cyst or something in there blocking my lung. But it's not going to heal, but thankfully, hopefully, it's not supposed to collapse again. I'm just not able to do as much as I was. I don't know when I'll get back to streaming. In fact, I was thinking about selling my Xbox because I just don't have money. I'm living, I've had to go through some things and ask people for stuff, and I don't like to do that. I had to ask for some money for some rent last month because it's in a hospital. What could I do? And but thankfully, some brothers paid my rent for me and helped me out. And but I don't like to live that way. I like to take care of myself, and thought maybe I could do something with music. Where I live, man, it's in the middle of nowhere. People around here, you think about getting music together, and first thing that pops in their head is MTV videos. They're gonna sign a record contract, and I played music all my life. A lot of gigs, a lot of bars, a lot of bands, and I just, it was never my thing. I like to make music. I don't want anybody to know me. I don't want to be famous. I made videos online. The only reason why I'm making videos is because my family and friends. If I don't make them, they say, "We want that. Please make videos of you playing guitar." And if I don't, they message me, they call me. I haven't seen a video from you in a while. So I have they don't always comment, but they watch. And it means a lot to them. And I don't have a lot of family left. My uncle died as well. I missed his funeral when I was in the hospital. So, I'm losing a lot of people. And, I'm single. I take care of a whole house here. This place isn't a dump. It's a little cluttered. Don't have a lot of room. Can't move furniture. Can't pick anything up really too heavy. And, so I got to take care of all this. And when I got home, my cat was sick. I couldn't do much with her. I had a chest tube in me with a thing. I wasn't able to help her. At least I tried to get her to eat and pet her and comfort her. And the day I got my chest tube out, I had to go the next day and have her put to sleep. Don't know what was wrong with her. Diabetes, leukemia, something. She was 12 years old. So, I'm kind of alone here. And I'm doing everything I can. And, my life seems to be kind of changing in ways. But I may not, don't know when I'll get back to streaming, but I thought I may not, I got to play Forza over the weekend at a friend's house, the Lego expansion, it was interesting, but, music seems to be my thing. That's what I've always done, that's what God gave me the gift of doing, and I enjoy it. I don't know where it'll lead me. It's led me to a lot of places in my life. I'd like to lead me somewhere new, and just make some music, and some studio stuff. But I thought I'd make some video to let you guys know what's going on. I do appreciate people subscribing. I hoped it would turn into a monetary thing that I could do full time, but YouTube has so many restrictions. I think you have to have 10,000 subscribers, and it's not a lot of money. But you know, it's all good. You know, I like to work. As soon as I get back to 100%, I can go do my job, and that's what I really want to do. But I appreciate everyone that has subscribed, that has watched. Hopefully one day I'll be able to get back, and I've got more ideas for gaming and streaming. Some things that people don't do that I'd be willing to do. That was no big deal to me to do that. You know, back in the day, you know, we eval in Ultima Online on a Wisp for 24 hours just to gain 99.9 to 100 eval in, which helped you with your spells, and it did do a lot of damage before Electronic Arts took that game over and nerfed everything down. But you know, chopping on a tree for 12 hours to get one strength on a warrior, you know, things like that, I did. You know, I did that through the 90s, and you know, I'd go to work and school at the same time and on no sleep. But I was in my 20s. I'm not able to do that anymore. But I was able to do that, and I would do it again. You know, a friend of mine, I showed him the video the other night, and he was like, I can't believe you did that. And I'm like, I would do it again. I didn't see a problem with it. I don't have a problem with that. It was calming and peaceful to me. I was just overwhelmed with the people that came in. And, you know, I'm sorry I didn't follow up with some of you guys if you are out there listening. My life changed. You know, I kind of got to take care of myself, you know, and that hasn't been good. You know, to be completely honest, you know, but every day is a blessing. You know, every day is a blessing. I really can't complain. You know, it's just a struggle, and that's fine. That's what life is. Pain and struggle. It leads to enlightenment. It leads to a new person. You know, it shows you what you can do, what you're connected to. You know, I believe in the divine. I believe that we're connected, and we need to remember that or learn that, and unlearn what we know. So, and I've been involved in other things, you know, spiritually. You know, I became a Freemason this year, and I do a lot in the lodge, and I was blown away. It's definitely nothing that I ever thought. And now the things I hear, you know, I just didn't care. You know, when my dad died, I was like, you know, what more can I lose? You know, if these people are what everybody says, and blown away. It's like, that's nothing what anybody ever told me. It's the most solid Christian people I've ever met in my entire life, and people that I would, you know, my brothers, and they've helped me. They're the ones that came to the hospital and visited me. Friends I knew all my life didn't even bother calling me, you know, or texting me or messaging me, but these guys that I don't really know, you know, just showed up in mass and just come by to see how you're doing, brother. Pray with me, you know, and they'd pray with me and check up on me, call me, bring me things. You need something, you know, you need some snacks, you need some coffee, bring you something. I have no words, and so my focus has kind of been in there, and you know, but I just thought I would just, you know, make this, and I do appreciate everyone, and I hope you have a blessed day. All right, thank you.